file, Tanya, not War and Peace. We've got a patient waiting.
Is it just me, or is she off her game today?
She's way off.
Have you got any idea why?
Anything I can put it down to is stress.
What, personal?
Well, I don't know about personal. But I think she's worrying about a level 3. There's a lot of extra study involved.
Oh, yeah, but Tanya can cope with that.
She was a bit iffy about taking it on. Yeah, whatever it is, it's no reason for slopping around here like a zombie.
What on earth's he doing in Zurich?
Good question.
Do you think he's applying for a job, but didn't want to tell Tanya in case she worried?
About what? That he'd been kidnapped by Swiss gnomes? No, it's deeply weird. Not that he hasn't lied before. Hello, Mr. Stalker, hiding in the bushes, pretending he was in New Plymouth.
That was different. He had infected eczema. He didn't want anyone to see him.
He is a spinner.
I suppose Tanya is a mess.
She was a mess before this happened.
Has she spoken to him?
Nope, he's making sure his phone's turned off and goes straight to messages so that she can't speak to him.
When he gets back, I'm going to wring his scabby neck.
If he comes back.
You don't think he's done a runner?
I'd say it's totally on the cards, but don't, for goodness sake, mention that to Tanya.
Oh, she's not stupid. She'll work it out for herself.
Mum, Tanya trusts people. She never thinks they're going to do the dirty on her. I mean, look what she put up with Mark.
All you want when your kids grow up is for them to find someone nice and be happy.
I'm starting to think I'm better off by myself.
Do we know where he is now?
Losing himself in Europe, probably. The lying little toad.
I'm getting VIP treatment.
Well, just don't tell anyone else or they'll want it.
I was meant to be at Bowls this weekend.
Not playing, I hope?
Oh, I would be normally, but I'm a bit sore. No tea duty. Someone's got to keep those dozy old biddies fed and watered or they'll fall over. Talk about hip replacement city.
You are bad, Millie.
I thought that snooty surgeon didn't want to fix me up.
Well, I've found another snooty surgeon who does.
Tanya?
Have you seen Mrs. Anne Healy today?
I've seen about 1 million people today. What's it about?
A complaint?
Yep, I saw her. What's the problem?
No, she's just phoned and spoken to Huia. Apparently she was given a tetanus injection.
Yep, she was.
She didn't catch the nurse's name, but it seems something went on in another cubicle. The nurse disappeared for a minute, and when she came back, she had to ask Mrs. Healy whether she'd given her the injection or not.
What? She's saying the nurse couldn't remember giving it?
Yes.
Well, is the patient sure about that? And I really should be hearing this from Huia.
Huia is tied up, and I have detailed notes. Mrs. Healy was sure. She said she couldn't believe what she was hearing. She also said that the nurse seemed vague generally, as if she wasn't quite with it.
Is she going to make a formal complaint?
She didn't say. Her point was she was in a state where she knew exactly what was going on. Other patients might not be. I have to say the thought of a nurse running around not knowing whether she'd given an injection or not scares the hell out of me.
Yes.
Huia would like immediate action on this.
Of course.
Thank you.
Martin, you need to tell us what medication you're taking for the epilepsy. Come on, Martin, wakey.
Phenytoin.
Thank you, that's what we need to hear. Now, your wife told me this is your 3rd seizure this week. Have you stopped taking your meds? When did you stop?
3 weeks ago.
Okay, we'll need bloods for a phenytoin level, please.
Right. I'll do the bloods.
Come on, Tanya, have a all day.
Guys, sorry to interrupt.
No problem.
I need to speak to Tanya.
Wait.
No, I can't, but you can have Alice. I need to see you when you're through here. I'll be in my exam room.
Sure.
Look, I'm fine, honestly. I'm just having one of those days. It happens. Including allegedly giving a patient an injection and then forgetting you had. A patient, Mrs. Healy, has made a complaint. Is that right, or is that just some kind of misunderstanding? Tanya?
No, I did forget.
This isn't you. You don't forget things. You don't make mistakes. What's going on?
Nothing.
So you've got no explanation?
Not really. All I can say is I'm sorry and it won't happen again.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to take a drugs test. I'll need your consent.
Oh, come on. I don't do drugs, you know that.
Well, then you won't mind taking the test. This is ridiculous. Just send me home for the day, I'll get some sleep, and I'll be fine tomorrow. Tanya, you won't be coming back to work tomorrow unless I get a negative test result or you give me a straight answer. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. I am on the line here too, and so is Brenda. I took 2 Zolapam before work this morning. Have you exceeded the recommended dosage before that? Okay, what I suggest we do is send Tanya home now on sick leave.
Sure.
Then what? Well, we're going to have to talk about that. Are you going to suspend me?
I won't be doing anything until I've got all the facts, Tanya.
I might get a few more days out of these if I just trim them. You off home?
Yeah.
It's a bit early, isn't it?
Don't ask, Mums. Don't ask me anything. I feel partly responsible.
Why?
Tanya came to see me several weeks ago and I prescribed a short course of Zolapam. We had a follow-up meeting and I got the impression that everything was fine and back to normal.
She's been to another doctor, got another prescription.
Looks like it.
She's had the odd focus problem for a while now, especially on her level 3 training. I thought it was just nerves getting in her way. She's been on this stuff at work.
Oh, I know. It's grounds for suspension, but apart from today, we don't have any proof.
Tanya's such a good nurse. So much potential. This kind of thing really breaks your heart. Well, for now, I'll file an incident report. The ultimate decision isn't mine anyway, it's Tony's.
And when's Tony due back?
Next week. In the meantime, I'd like to think we could be supporting Tanya in some way.
Exactly. She's going to need some help to get off that Zolapam.
First, she has to want to.